Seoul, 2015. In a tiny rooftop apartment with peeling white paint, two 22-year-old boys shared one instant ramen. Jungkook, in an oversized white t-shirt and wet black hair from the rain, laughed so hard his stomach hurt. In front of him, Suga, his iconic white hair messy, wearing the same dirty white t-shirt, tried not to laugh while holding chopsticks. "What is our dream, Hyung?" Jungkook asked. Suga stared at the leaking white ceiling. "To have our own building. White marble floor, all luxury. We both become CEOs. You on the top, me beside you. Forever." Jungkook held out his pinky. "Promise? Until we are old, we stay together. Never betray me." Suga hooked his pinky tightly. "I would rather die than betray you, Jungkook." They didn't know, 10 years later, that promise in the White Room would be murdered by Suga himself. 2025. A 200 billion won penthouse in Gangnam. Jungkook John, 32 years old, is now the youngest CEO in Korea. Tailored black suit, 2 billion won watch, a white marble office 300 meters wide with a view of all of Seoul. He made it. And beside him, always, Min Yoongi Suga, his best friend, his company's CFO, the person he trusted most. Suga, with his platinum white hair, white t-shirt under a luxury white blazer, smiling in every meeting. Their company, White Architecture, is worth 5 trillion won. On the company's 10th anniversary, Jungkook walked onto the stage. 10 years ago, we had only one instant ramen. Today we have everything. And it's because of one person. My best friend, my brother, Suga. The whole room applauded. Suga came up, hugged Jungkook. Jungkook's tears fell. Suga whispered, "Thank you, my brother." But on the same night, at 2 a.m. in their quiet luxury white cafe, Suga received a black envelope. A man with glasses pushed a black suitcase to his feet. 50 billion won. Just give us the White Tower blueprint. The 1 trillion project. Jungkook doesn't need to know. Suga trembled. That is Jungkook's life project. He worked on it for 2 years. And he will still live without it. You? You will live rich forever. Or do you want to stay as Jungkook's shadow forever? Everyone says this white company belongs to Jungkook, not you. You are just the white-haired assistant. That sentence stabbed him. For 10 years, Suga lived in Jungkook's shadow. Media wrote, Jungkook and his friend. Investors only wanted to meet Jungkook. Suga stared at the suitcase. His hand holding the cold coffee shook. He opened it. Money. More money than he had ever seen in his life. In that second, greed killed a 10-year friendship. The next morning, Suga entered the white server room. His hands were sweating. He plugged in a black flash drive. 99%. 100%. He deleted the log. He walked out with a pale face. 3 days later, the news exploded. The rival company, Black Core, launched a design 100% identical to White Tower. They got government permission first. Jungkook was destroyed. In the white marble meeting room, he slammed the table until the glass cracked. Who? Who leaked it? Only 2 people have access. Me and Suga. Suga stood up, his most brilliant acting in his life. Jungkook, calm down. We will find the traitor. Jungkook stared at Suga with red eyes. I trust only you, Hyung. Suga could not look back. That night, he bought a new luxury white apartment, a new watch, a new white sports car with that dirty money. He sat on a 500 million sofa, laughing. But his laugh was empty. A week later, internal audit found a flash drive trace in the server at 2:14 a.m. CCTV showed only Suga was in the building. Jungkook called Suga to his magnificent office. On the white marble desk, Jungkook placed the CCTV photo of Suga in the server room. The room was silent for 5 minutes. Only the AC sound. Jungkook's voice was soft, almost whispering. Say it's not you, Hyung. Say the CCTV is lying. Please. Suga knelt. For the first time in 10 years, he knelt in front of Jungkook. Jungkook, I needed that money. I'm tired of being your shadow. Jungkook didn't get angry. He didn't shout. He just sat, and tears fell one by one on his expensive black suit. Get out, Jungkook said. One word was more painful than 1,000 curses. Get out of my building. Get out of my life. Our promise is over. Outside, employees stared at him. Whispers. Traitor. Sold his best friend for money. Karma came fast. The man with glasses came back. But this time with 5 big men. In the same luxury white cafe. You think we are stupid? That blueprint had a problem. The permit was fake. Black Core lost 200 billion because of your design. Our money. Return it double. Suga, I already spent the money. They destroyed the cafe. They took everything Suga bought. Car, watch, apartment all seized. Suga was beaten until his dirty white t-shirt was full of blood. Overnight, Suga was poor again. Poorer than in 2015. He sat alone in the empty, destroyed white cafe. Only cold coffee he didn't drink. His white hair messy, dirty. Money gone. Friends gone. Pride gone. For the first time, Suga cried not because he was scared, but because he regretted. He ran to Jungkook's penthouse. Heavy rain. He knelt in front of the luxury white door that he used to have access to. Jungkook AH. Forgive me. I was wrong. I was stupid. Open the door. The door opened. Jungkook stood in a black suit. Face cold. No more warmth of 10 years. Forgive me, Jungkook. I lost everything. Please. Jungkook stared at him for a long time. You lost everything? I lost my best friend 10 years ago, on the day you plugged that flash drive. The person in front of me now is not my Suga. He is dead. Suga grabbed Jungkook's leg. Don't say that. Jungkook slowly closed the white door. Suga's hand was still reaching, trying to hold it, but the door kept closing. Click. Epilogue 2 Worlds. Images 1720. The part that makes the whole cinema cry. 6 months later. Jungkook is successful. More successful than ever. The new White Tower, which he redesigned alone for 6 months without sleep, won the Business Excellence Award 2024. Its value is 2 trillion won. In his new penthouse white office, bigger, more luxurious, Jungkook sits alone. On his desk, there is a golden trophy, piles of success documents. And in the middle, a small, worn-out Polaroid. Photo from 2015. Him and Suga, hugging, big smiles with bunny teeth, in that leaking white room, eating the same instant ramen. Behind the photo is Suga's marker writing, Forever Suga, and Jungkook 2015. Jungkook holds that photo, and for the first time after 6 months of holding it in, he cries. He sobs like a little kid. His shoulders go up and down inside his expensive black suit. He cries not because he lost a project, but because he misses his best friend whom he himself killed by closing the door. Below, on the street. Drizzling night in Seoul. Suga stands in front of the 50-floor glass building. The new White Tower building. The light on the top floor is still on Jungkook's office. Suga in a dirty white t-shirt, dirty black pants, holding an empty, dented black suitcase, the suitcase that once contained 50 billion. He is soaking wet. He stares up. He doesn't dare to enter. He knows he doesn't deserve to. He just stands there, for 2 hours, staring at the light above, remembering the laughter in the white room. Above, Jungkook unconsciously stands on the balcony, holding the Polaroid, staring at the rain below. He doesn't see Suga. 2 people who miss each other, separated by only 50 floors, but separated forever by one mistake, greed. Left, Jungkook at the top, alone at the top of the world, holding a memory. Right, Suga at the bottom, alone on the sidewalk of the world, holding an empty suitcase. A narrator whispers, sometimes, money can buy the most luxurious building in Seoul. But money can never buy back one sincere laugh in a tiny white room in 2015. Black screen. White text appears, for all friendships destroyed by greed. Soft piano music. No one stands up from the cinema seat. Everyone is crying. Because everyone has been a Jungkook who was betrayed.